Wheels twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak. Steel and fire, the language I speak. Dust in my lungs, wind in my face. Speed's my temple, this road's my grace. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Friday the 13th. Good Lord have mercy. Bad deal could be arising. A bad moon could be rising for some of these old boys here tonight for the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series Season 11. Second race in the playoffs. And who has got that Friday the 13th mindset in the back of their mind on how it's going to work out here tonight at Texas? Going to find out and see how it all turns out for the Pultz Pumpers 225. Tops Truck Series live here on the NASCAR 360 Racing Network. Good evening, folks. I'm the Redneck Announcer, Jake Reeves. My good buddy beside of me, Mr. Eminem, Michael McKinnon, alongside calling it And as well, the best damn producer in the business, the Australian, Dean Hopton Biggles on production. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Keep up with everything going on with Nazra. Folks, there is your playoff grid. And there you see where everybody is sitting as far as the points goes, all that good stuff. Gonna get it all the way down to the Elite 18, to the Fast 12, down the Championship 6, all the way on May the 8th. See who's gonna come home with the championship. But you got some drivers right here. Pretty good spots. MDW pretty much, I mean, I don't even know why he's showing up. He's got enough points to be able to cover it almost. But then you look down here where Matt Cherry, Josh Rodriguez, all these guys kind of singled out exactly where they're at. Play a big key into how this one's going to work out. Michael Buddy, Friday night, Friday the 13th, get your rabbit's foot or whatever the hell you use for luck, baby. Think you're going to need it out there. How you doing, buddy?
Jacob? Yeah.
He's going to get the... Go ahead, Dane.
Apologies about the bracket. Let's get that updated. There it is. Thank you very much for the chat there. We got it. T. Bruce is in to the Elite 18.
I wasn't here last week.
And there you go. So, yeah, that's right. So we got the likes of Cody Knott, Ed Osborne, Curtis Banks, Devin Pater, Brandon Schumann, and Dustin Scruggs on the outside looking in, of course. But then again, you got Matt Cherry on +1, Raul Mesa, Nick Sato, Davey Flanagan there, Dane Shepherd, Luke Smith. So it's not all done and dusted just yet, my friend. I still think you're right about old MDW, right? +74 should be looking pretty good, as well as the likes there. Probably you'd have to say Matthew Lee and Ryan Johnson. But when you're in, as T. Bruce did last week.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to be the game plan right now for everybody. Win and get in and ease it on into the next round and survive as much as you possibly can as well. And what a track right here, Texas Motor Speedway. I personally like this track, Dean. I mean, I like the older version of Texas. I really like the new version, which is what they're going to be racing on here this evening. So pretty good little deal that we got going on. It's going to be interesting for 225 miles here tonight for the C.O.P.S Truck Series. We got drivers on pit road getting ready for the starting lineup. Let's see how this is going to turn out. See where your favorite driver, light it up in the live chat. Let us know who your favorite driver is, who you're pulling for here tonight to make it into that next round and see where they end up being. So here we go. Starting lineup, Pultz Pumpers 225, Josh Rodriguez. Tristan Bruce already locked in, won in Atlanta last week. He's in, he ain't got a damn thing to worry about, but that is your front row. Defending series champion Matt Lee and old Pookie. Whatever his nickname is now, that man has changed nicknames more than square dancers on a square dancing floor. Jeff Merck, outside of row number 2. Adam Lichty, Justin Scruggs, making up that row number 3. Check out row 4. Get the Bulldog Adam Newton going for a championship Monday night with DSR Electric. See what he can do. And Kermit the Frog, Luke Smith, still off the beat from the Chris Blanchard incident at Richmond. That's a completely different series, but we'll talk about that later. Matt Cherry, obviously right there, as well as James Beard, making up row number 5, 9th, and 10th, respectively. Dana Shepard, Brandon Schumann, making up row number 6. A couple of Dana Shepard fans out there in the live chat. Obviously be pulling for him tonight. We'll see how it works out. Ed Osborne and Mr. Sacco, Nick Sacco, outside of row 7. Be rolling off from P14 here tonight. Matthew Cummins, VP of Operations. Mr. Cody Knott from California, way west coast. Way the hell out there on the other end of the spectrum. That's row 8. David Flanagan, Raul Meza, all-time starting leader in Nazareth. That'll be row 9. Daniel Lawless, Huck Wigginton, double zeros. How will it turn out for Huck here tonight? Be rolled off P20. There's MDW, Matthew David Wood, and another zip code as far as the playoff grid goes. A tiny horse Rod Johnson. Pretty good here in Texas as well. Watch out for that row 11.
Yeah,
could be a very
powerhouse.
interesting row set that one turns out. Very powerhouse row. Matthew Montgomery, Isaac Bevan in row number 12 as drivers is starting to peel off a pit road. Tyler Daniels, Devin Pater. Beautiful pace scheme for Pater. Throwing it back to Jeff Burton, 99. He won the inaugural NASCAR Winston Cup Series race here in Texas. Interesting fact. Brandon Broadfoot, Curtis Banks, row 14, 27-28. Then you make up the top 30. You got Dane Hagan, Tailhead Charlie on the field, and DJ Moore, who's never held a steering wheel in NASRA, but he is the race director here this evening. I'm throwing that beef all the way around, Dean. I really am. I must be pissed off at the world, I guess. There's your race detail. Stage 1 goes stage green. Stage green at 25, stage 2, 85, going all the way to the 150. 4 sets of tires, 75% fuel capacity. You got the figure 8, which means unlimited attempts at green, white checkers. Hopefully we don't end up going till 1 o'clock in the morning, but who the hell knows? And also, real quick, Dean, I do want to mention this as well. 2 hours and a half on the time limit. We have went through some races, not necessarily on Fridays, but we have here in NASRA where we have to go by a time limit. So something to keep in effect right there for 2.5 hours on the time limit.
Got some new graphics as well tonight. And you're mentioning about Kermit the Frog here. You probably, I guess everybody missed it in the Australian NASCAR series. One of the drivers actually put Wesley Outland hugging Miss Piggy on the back of the truck.
No.
I'm not kidding you, my friend. If you get to speak to Wesley about that one, they did. I guess it was AI generated. Unless there's actually a picture of Wesley hugging Miss Piggy at some time. He went to one of those Muppet Show fan fairs. But yeah, it's there at the moment. So thank you everybody for tuning in on that one. And that's what, obviously, we'd love to see drivers do things like that. It's fantastic. But we thank you everybody for tuning in at the moment. Mike, do you have a copy? I know Mike's been in here for a little bit and probably having some technical issues. But Mike, are you there? I think Mike's having some.
They must be having issues, I guess. I have got to go find that Wesley. I got to go find that Wesley out in Miss Piggy kind of deal.
Oh, yeah.
I really got to do. I really got to see that. That right there would blow my mind. I'm tickled death they didn't have me hugging Miss Piggy. That would have been.
Well,
rough,
if you were calling the races on the Australian series, maybe they'll get you in there too.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm
probably
married. I don't need to be
hugging
Miss Piggy. I can't do it.
A moonshine bottle or something like that, maybe.
That would work. That would work. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be hugging SVG.
Cow.
That's for damn sure.
Because you got beef. There you go.
Hugging the beef. Hugging a cow. Here we go, folks. Old boy's getting out here. We're getting at it. Pace truck is off. Get your 6 shooters out. Play a little shoot 'em up. Here we go for 225 miles here tonight. Stage 1 underway for the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Tristan Bruce, Joshua Rodriguez on the front row. Going to work their way through 1 and 2. Got Rodriguez on the bottom, Bruce up top, trying to make it happen. All of them going to fan out as they work their way into turn 3. Bruce nudges out ahead with his C.O.P.S Motorsports teammate. Jeff Merck lined up right behind him. They're going to squirt out ahead off turn 4.
Got to be careful there. Jeff Merck and T. Bruce are a bad combination. Used to be enemies, now frenemies. They work together quite well. We've seen it in the other series here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network, and that's going to be good. Josh Rodriguez, of course, can throw a spinner in the mix on that one. Matt Lee, Dustin Scruggs, and James Beard up 4 positions in a P6 at the moment for the 25 truck.
Yeah, Isaac Bevan also back there up 7 spots from where he started. Pretty big deal out of that one right there. Brandon Broadfoot up 5. You already got a couple of big movers. We ain't even made it 3 laps. It was actually we are on the 3rd lap for number 3, Tristan Bruce. Up here leading it, Matthew David Wood, he's up 3 spots as well. A couple of others, right? Tiny Horse Johnson actually dropped a spot, which actually, dropped 2 spots, kind of blew my mind a little bit. But anyway, still Creed. Here comes Jeff Merck, Mama Merck, you boy, trying to make it to the front. Bruce up top, Merck will shoot out ahead. He'll dive off into the lead here at turn 4.
There he is at the moment on the camera. Jeff Merck, knowing what he can do, he loves running at the front of these races before. He's done it multiple times there. Jeff Merck is a previous winner, of course, in the NASRA Championships. He's taken it to the front there, and he's going to hoping, I'd imagine, that T. Bruce can sit there and be his wingman, really, isn't it? He can be my wingman anytime, Jeff Merck could be saying to T. Bruce. Or the flipperoo, of course, because T. Bruce could maybe want to get up there. Well, actually, if anything, I'd have to say T. Bruce would like Jeff Merck to win it because T. Bruce is already locked in.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you want to try to do. Probably try to help out another teammate, get C.O.P.S Motorsports to lock up the first 2 races here in the playoffs. Why not? Go ahead and help yourselves out. Any way, shape, fashion, form. Hell yeah, that's exactly what I would end up doing. I mean, and Bruce tried to get right there. Merck actually coming into this race, Dean, up 27 points from the cut line. Still a pretty good margin for him to try to make it happen. But you can tell right there, listen, I mean, just look at Jeff right here. Look at his eyes and how he is. I don't know if he's chewing on bubble gum or chewing on tobacco or what the hell he's doing. He looks like he's actually just talking up a storm. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's chewing on something, yeah. And he's all out of gum.
I will say this, just for Adam Newton and for the others out there, he looks like a camel right now chewing, because they understand where I'm going with that, but I'll go ahead and say it right here. He looks like a camel kind of chewing on something right there, eating. They'll get a kick out of that thing. You don't understand where I'm going with that, but I do.
I think I do. Check out the new graphics that we got here on the NASRA Racing Network as well, too. We're on board with Dustin Scruggs. You can see there, and you'll love this one, cracking the egg, as you're talking about there, Jacob. You can see fourth gear. He's on the 6,800 RPM down the front stretch. And the back stretch, actually, my apologies, turning into 3 and 4. And you can see how that'll happen up there, 170 odd miles an hour, cracking about 7,000 RPM, peaking it out there, probably 7.2, 7.3, there it is at the moment, as they make their way down to turn 1. You'll see that'll change, obviously, as those 4 freshies will turn into 4 oldies after so many laps. Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely will. As you already saw Matt Lee sliding right around Dustin Scruggs. Now you got Catch-Fence Motorsports, 1, 2, and as I would like to tell my 8-month-old son, 1, 2, and 3. That's what you're looking at right there for the front 3 drivers up here. Whoa, Matt Lee going to take a shot, go down to the inside, maybe going after Toe T-Bruce. Back for second on your screen. Merck trying to get on out of here. Lee, defending series champion, tried to slide up here, making a little noise as well. He'll slide up into the P2 spot. He started third. He's currently sitting in second. Bruce almost smacks the wall coming off of turn number 2. Justin Scruggs up 2 spots. Rodriguez already fell back 4 spots to the 5th spot. Then James Beard, Nick Sacco, obviously Matt Cherry, Adam Newton, and Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, up there sitting in the P10 spot. They're riding on board with Nick Sacco. Dean, I do want to kind of talk about this, because obviously some viewers here tonight on the Friday Night Series, they don't know a whole lot about what happened Monday with the DSR Let's Truck Series, which was at Richmond.
Oh, yeah.
I have yet to upload that to my TikTok. I wished I would have already did it. But we had beef.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we don't have beef right now, but we had beef. We had some serious beef with Luke Smith and Chris Blanchard on the Monday Night Series. And Luke Smith was in a good position trying to get points to make it into the next round. Blanchard was not in the playoffs. He was not going for anything. He was just out there racing, but Luke Smith was. Yeah. He was trying to go into the next round and done a little bumper tap, little door bang, short track racing, nothing harm, nothing foul. And apparently Chris Blanchard thought it was a bad deal for him, to where he just sends it into turn 3 and absolutely annihilates Luke Smith. So I will say this, Dean, I know this is a completely different series, and I know how stuff changes and everything else, but with Luke Smith, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this 83 tonight. I know it's a different series. I know different things happen at different times, but is that going to kill his confidence here in this series when he's going in the playoffs for this series? Is it going to kill his confidence on Friday night? Only time will tell. Or is it just going to light a fire under him to where he just comes out here and just starts waxing everybody's tail? We're going to have to watch that over this couple of weeks.
I think you'll be lighting a fire, actually, at the end of the day. You got to put one series out of your mind and another one into what you're focusing on at this point. And there's a little bit of a action that Dustin Scruggs is thinking about taking it to Matt Lee as well, too. Does actually squeeze his way up 3 positions gained into P3. There was a statement that Wesley read out on the Cup Series on the Wednesday nights that they had from Chris Blanchard. So he did basically put out an official statement saying, it wasn't really professional of him, but it's because of a lot of action that happened between, them 2 drivers getting into each other a couple of times there. He took it on his own mind there and took that frustration out and deliberately wrecked him. But it's not the usual Chris Blanchard kind of way he drives. It's not reflecting his nature. And of course, what Chris Blanchard does do to the sport across there, sponsoring many leagues, of course, and sponsoring, as you can see, a lot of these cars there. Blanchard's towing recovery on the back of many machines. It was just a frustration call, and he did apologize for that. He did say he felt good about it at the time, but it's not the nature of his character, and he didn't really want to destroy the playoff driver at the end of the day. But it is what it is. It's done and dusted, and Chris Blanchard to make that statement, so hats off to him for that.
Yeah, but obviously it is done and dusted. I just didn't know if anybody on the Friday night series. I mean, I know a lot of people, Dean, obviously follow and like and subscribe to the National 360 Racing Network. If you haven't yet, why the hell if you're not? Make sure you do it. But 9 times out of 10, our fans that watch here on the Friday night series probably watch on Monday nights, probably watch on Wednesday nights. They see all of it. But if it's somebody that just watches on Friday nights, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there, just keep up with the current events, make sure everybody's up to speed with what we could possibly see out of the 83 of Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, and what's going to happen over the next couple weeks. I mean, who knows? Dustin Scruggs, right there from Nashville, Tennessee. Big thing, Dean, you were talking about the RPMs, the cracking of the egg, and the times and everything that they're doing. Fastest lap of the race was Matt Lee at a 30.108. The times has dropped significantly over the course of the past 18 laps. We're already at the point where we're hitting 31 flats. 31 O's, 31 flats, your fastest 5. Obviously, fastest 5 laps right there. There is Matt Lee on that last lap, the fastest one. MDW still trying to work his way through the field, but he's not the biggest mover, but he's up to 12th. There's your fastest 5-lap average, and it is Jeff Merck. But damn, look at this right here. Literally, front 3, top 3. You got Merck, you got Bruce, and you got Rodriguez, all of them the same exact lap average. And then Cherry, and now, it just flip-flopped all over the place. But at the time, it was the front 3 guys at the same exact 5-lap average. Crazy.
And not bad for Devin Painter, is it? He's all the way down there in P24, but that'll sort itself out. There it is. 2nd, 6th, 5th, 3rd, and 7th. Nick Sarko up there. You just expect the guys at the front of John are going to be quicker on a 5-lap average over and over again. Jeff Merck now, Matt Lee, T. Bruce is in there. Matt Lee's got to be thinking about this. I'd be up the front at the moment. Yeah, exactly what Matt Lee. Don't let Jeff Merck and T. Bruce work together as teammates. Matt Lee, go up the road there. Let them sort itself out later there. And that's the thing about Matt Lee. So he's up 2 places there for the 04 Toyota. And
gentlemen, do you have me?
We have. There he is. So,
oh, gosh.
Mike's been having some technical issues, but Michael, glad to have you in the booth here. Welcome.
I appreciate it, man. How's the race going so far? Looks like Matt Lee, Merck, Bruce, all the same old guys up here putting a good show on.
Yeah, usually they are, but usually it's kind of the same cast of characters. And then eventually at the end, then we get MDW that ends up coming up there and making some noise as well. So, but yeah, that is very true. But you got, he's up 11 spots as well. So give him a little bit of time. He's actually one of, if not the biggest mover. He gets around Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog. He will be the biggest mover at up 12 spots. The other driver is Isaac Bevan up 11. Both of them matching right now. Matt Lee coming into the night 36 points above the cut line. If he wins, you join his Catch Fence Motorsports teammate of Tristan Bruce up there. Front 3 guys, though, Michael, from what the points are showing, how they are, front 3 guys looking pretty good. Catch Fence Motorsports trying to ease on in there and try to make it over in the next round of the playoffs. Not by winning, but odds are just by them pointing their way in if they have to.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what they're trying to do. Let's point it in. We know Tristan got his way in last week, so all they're trying to do is make this thing work as well as they can, bring all the points, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, and all of them trying to make it to that Elite 18, and right now it is the Catch Fence Motorsports show here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network with the front 3 of Matt Lee, who just got around Jeff Burke and Tristan Bruce up there. About a half a second back from Matt Lee. You got to go back a whole second to find Dustin Scruggs and Joshua Rodriguez back there for the 4th and the 5th spots. With 2 laps to go here in stage 1. Remember, we are going to stay green. Oh, good God almighty, Jeff Merck. Oh, bad beef, bad blood, bad beef maybe happening over at Catch Fence. Merck sends it in, backs off. Bruce going to get up on the tailgate and shove Jeff Merck. That almost got real bad right there at the Catchfence Motorsports stable, with Merck getting into Lee, almost turned him around sideways.
Yeah, that's quite a move there. You can get that big run off of 4. I'm sure you've talked about it while I was gone there, but 2 distinct corners in this. You can get a push down here in 1 and 2 pretty easily. Hard to get a big run off, but 4, you can definitely get a big run as long as you got the back tires to hold on there.
I never mentioned it, Michael. That's why you're here. The driver analyst, you know more about it. You've raced a hell of a lot more here lately than I have. But Matt Lee able to dodge a bullet from Jeff Merck, almost turning him around, coming off of turn 4. Merck gets up into the fence. He's going to give up a spot at the line. Stage 1 will go to Matt Lee. Tristan Bruce will get second. Merck will get third. Dustin Scruggs, Joshua Rodriguez will get the top 5. And Matt Lee end up getting sixth. Sacco, Cherry, Newton, and Beard, the top 10 at the line. But remember, staying green going into, what is it, Dean? Stage 2. Presented by the Glass Mechanic. Shatter the glass for us as we're getting at it. We're getting at it here tonight, Michael, here in Texas.
Smashing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love this when we don't. I'm getting to the point where I like the stage racing, but it's also great when you don't have it. You get to see a little tire wear, maybe a little pit strategy. These mile-and-a-half races, we know that they do a good job staying pretty clean most of the time.
3 wide, gentlemen, at the back here. Look at this kerfuffling that's happening at the moment. MDW's just got ahead of these drivers, gentlemen, but you got the Tiny Horse and you got Kermit the Frog all in the mix here. Matt Cherry, some big names here in Nazareth, battling it out here for sheep stations, gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, Dean, we were talking about it in the pre-race with that row 11 where they were starting at 21st and 22nd. It was Matthew David Wood and Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson. Watch out for that row. Very, very stacked, very beefed up row. And they have already worked themselves up inside the top 10 in a matter of about 28 laps. Wood up to 6, Johnson up to 8. They are the biggest movers, both of them in the field, and currently still marching through the field trying to close in on this Catchfence Motorsports stable up here, Michael. Old boys are starting to get after it right here, but I agree with what you said. I love this transition of keeping it green right here going into stage 2. It's something that I wish NASCAR would actually implement. I understand why they do it, but at the same time, it screws up a lot of strategy that a lot of drivers could be playing.
Well, I mean, that's 100% right, because there's several different strategies that we all know, but these long runs, if you don't want to give up track position and you may think a caution's coming, it can catch you out. You can come in, you might end up a lap down, and then it comes out. So there's a lot of things to think about with these long green flag runs. And you see right here, this high line starts to work. Oh boy, starts to work the longer the run goes, because you can develop a real big push out of 1 and 2 right there. And we're 3 wide in the corner.
Oh.
He gets up in those marbles, he could have trouble. Let's see if he can hang on to it right here, folks.
James Beard stuck in the inside, guys. Wow. Jimmy strong.
Beard down on the inside, took a shot and went with it. Got right around Rodriguez, kicked Cherry up into the top side. He had nowhere to go. James Beard tried to get back up here and claw back up into this, but now he's going to take that high approach. Michael, this track completely configured different than what we have saw when I talked about the Jeff Burton inaugural Winston Cup win. I love to say Winston because that's what it was, and that's what it'll ever be in my heart. But anyway, I'm living in the past. But when Jeff Burton raced here on that old legacy version that we got on our racing, the track was completely configured different. Now it's way different than what it used to be. You can get kind of a high line run. You still get one, obviously you're seeing it, but how much has it changed from the old version to the new version? How much has really changed here?
Well, one thing for sure, it's starting to age a little bit, so it's getting back to the slick. But as for the banking, there's more banking now in 3 and 4. When these guys start a run, you can literally hold it through the floor through 3 and 4. As I said, 1 and 2 wide sweeping corner. A lot less banking, it seems like, down here. It may not look like it on the screen, but you can definitely feel it in the truck. And you see MDW, he's running the high side. Several guys will start to do this if they can rubber that in a little bit. They get a much better run going down the backstretch right there, but the configuration's completely different. The only thing that's getting a little better is this is starting to age. It's starting to get back to the slick Texas we know.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly what a lot of fans, a lot of drivers want to get to, or back to rather, is back to the old Texas that we knowed and that we loved. The fastest 5-lap average, James Beard, he was on top of it. Huck Wigginton actually off the track in the 00 from what we're showing down there in the bottom left, but James Beard, fastest 5-lap average, him, Ed Flanagan up at the top, and Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson, Luke Smith, and Tyler Daniels being the fastest 5-lap averages. As you see it, MDW has already made his way up to the fourth spot. We got some sliding around us. Now we got a black flag. Dustin Scruggs looping it around right here at the entrance of pit road. Others trying to go in. Matt Terry almost T-bones his teammate going in. Pit stops right here on lap 35, Michael.
Yes, sir. And I think we saw a little classic wheel hop right there. You downshift, you try to hit that right. And we're talking about this getting slick. That's exactly what it is. Slick. Yeah, MDW moving straight ahead again. But this pit strategy, it looks like everybody's about getting ready to come in now. So maybe the fuel's getting closer. I'm not real sure, but we'll just have to wait and see here.
Yeah, I mean, really going to make it happen is Jeff Merck going to slide down to the inside of the racetrack, take a shot and try to go after MDW. Try to make a little something happen, like I always say, and we'll see how it ends up working out for them. 75% fuel capacity is what they're running with, Michael, here tonight at Texas. And caution is out.
Oh, this is going to save everybody's rear end.
Maybe Dana Shepard, Raul Meza back there. You see Dana Shepard right there, obviously off the pace. Meza back there as well. Caution is out. It's going to throw a monkey wrench into this thing, and like you said, save all of them. As far as the pits goes, there's Dana Shepard. He's got Adam Newton to his top side, Adam Lichty right there in the middle of it as well. Did Shepard just get loose right here on the bottom? Not sure. No, he just come up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he moved up or maybe a touch in net code. Bulldog usually doesn't make that happen, but we did have somebody on the outside really pressuring Newton there, so maybe he's just trying to hold his line. Shepard a little bitty wiggle. Like I said, folks, this is one of them places where the tires will absolutely matter.
And absolutely, it will matter indeed when they go in right here. They're going to obviously get them 4 freshies, fill it up full of fuel. As there you see Adam Newton. Shepard, I think Shepard might have thought he was clear, just slid up, at least from what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, Michael, it looked like he just thought he was clear. He wasn't clear. He slid up. He got into Newton, and it was game over from that point. Once again, we look as everybody is working their way down pit road. Yeah, I just thought he was clear, and bam, there it was. Shepard comes up. Adam Newton nowhere to go. Slides right on up. Pultz Poppers, instant replay for the Pultz Poppers 225. We got pit stops happening. Matt Lee leading them all down. Michael, they're going in for 4 freshies and tires, or 4 freshies and gas, I would think. It looks like we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a quick commercial break. Round up Matt Lee, your stage 1 winner right after this.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Back here in Texas, everybody worked their way off of pit road, and guess who beat them out? Yep, you guessed it. Obviously, your stage 1 winner, Mr. Matt Lee. We'll bring him on up here in the broadcast booth. Matt, buddy, congratulations on that stage 1 win. Pretty good little race we got going on out here tonight in Texas. Tell us about it.
Yeah, just trying to keep the tire under us. Pretty tight. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I guess he got some other stuff on his mind trying to figure this out. Matt, it's kind of looking like it's. Yeah, we can tell. But Matt, right now, I mean, you got the Cash Spence Motorsports Parade up here, 1, 2, and 3. You got one coming. How y'all gonna hold? What are y'all gonna do to hold that 21 off? He's up 17 spots.
Yeah, I think with the way the tire strategy is gonna play out. what can happen.
Well, you got to keep the weatherman behind you, my friend. So just chuck a couple of thunderstorms and stuff like that in there. That's really what you're going to be, isn't it? Because it's a situation. We got T. Bruce to help you out here, and Merc.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
So-
We just gotta go race him and see how it goes. Got track position now, clean air. See what we can do with it.
All right, let's see what happens. A man with little words here for the stage 1 win. Let's see how it works out, Matt. Buddy, good luck the rest of the race.
Yeah, appreciate it.
He ain't wanting to give away a whole lot of information, Dean.
You don't.
He kind of sounded like he wanting to do the shut up kind of deal. Everybody shut the hell up and let me drive.
You don't give out your team secrets away to the opposition. They're listening to the broadcast. They're going to be like, oh, is he going to do this? All right, well, I'm going to do that. Unless, of course, you don't tell them the truth and you dummy them. It's like, poker face, my friend. Poker face.
You did not.
I did.
You did.
I just.
You did it.
I think he did.
You did it. He did it. He did it. Michael, back at it. Green flag. Matt Lee trying to get on out of there. Got the advantage, obviously, as the leader here on the restart. Matt Lee going to try to gas up, get away. Front 3, catch Spence Motorsports. Matthew David Wood trying to give chase with James Beard, Nick Sacco, Flanagan, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, Rodriguez, and Bevan. Top 10 off turn 2.
I'm going to tell you what, Jake, I'm noticing James Beard tonight a lot. He is up 5-6 from the start. He seems to be really good on these tires. You see Sacco there is going to take the position away, but he looks real good at this point. I like the way he's been saving, conserving, but we know how good Matt Lee, our defending champion, Tristan, MDW, Merck, we know these guys. They're trying to get at least one of their guys locked in for this evening. So let's just see how this goes. But I think Beard has got a good chance if he can stay clean.
Yeah, and as hard as they're racing with some 3 wide back here with the Glass Mechanic stage 2, it looked like they had a good chance at possibly causing one hell of a wreck off of turn 2. But they straightened it out, kept it going. Is he still working around, riding on board with Jeff Merck? I ain't got a clue what his nickname is anymore. Is it Pookie? Is it Chaos? Or what the hell is it? The Rocket now? Okay, because he's changed his nickname so many times. Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what his nickname is. It changes so damn much. Oh, one driver bounced off the wall back there behind him. As here comes Wood, the 2 young guns, so to speak, here with the Friday Night Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. Matthew David Wood diving down to the inside, going to take a shot at Tristan Bruce right at the start-finish line. Bruce able to get the run off turn 4 like you was talking about, Michael.
Yeah, that one kind of surprised me with the new rubber on. I thought the bottom might prevail there. Maybe he got just a little wheel spin, a little bit loose, but that was a really good run from Tristan. And as you see it, he parlays that into pressure and Merck on the inside right here. That was just one heck of a run off of 4.
Yeah, hell of a run that he was able to make. Now Wood's going to take that shot. He's going to jump up on the top side, try to get that same run that Bruce got. Saw it, going to make it happen. Merck trying to put the block, not able to do it. Wood just easily held, barely able to make the pass. Almost cleaned himself out from Tristan Bruce. He'll take the shot, go after Jeff Merck. Looking down on the inside, Merck being very cautious, looking up in the mirror as well. Which way is Wood going to go? Inside, outside. Bruce trying to put the pressure as well. All this going on for second with Matt Lee trying to get away.
Now, I just like what MDW is doing. Everybody's taking the preferred lane, the actual racing line, but I think this high side just a little better right now for tire saving, and it's obviously, these runs are just tremendous when you get the hook up off the corner. Now, right here, you might have a little trouble if you didn't.
Yeah, he is looking right there, just seeing what's going on. Merck now, he's got Bruce behind him. He's got Sacco behind him. Sacco going to take a shot, try to go around Tristan Bruce, make a shot possibly for the 4th spot. There you see MDW. I mean, he doesn't age. He doesn't age not one damn bit. He's not aging, dude. He's not aging at all.
Has he got just one hand on the steering wheel?
He's a young man.
There
right
he is.
Yes.
Oh, he's kind of leaning on a little bit there. But you look at the way he's not moving the steering wheel. He's using that Formula 1 steering wheel because, MDW is a road courser. So he's like, I don't need that big round, steering wheel like your grandma's driving on the I-95 at 60 miles an hour. MDW's driving these things at close to 180, 190 miles per hour. It's cool, calm, and collective, MDW, and gets his way up into P2. How long do you think it will be out there in the chat before he's in that tailpipe with that 0-4 of Matt Lee?
I'll go ahead and answer for you on that one. I'll answer it. about another 6-7 laps. He'll be right up on the back door. Matt Lee, what do you think? What do you think, Michael?
I think so too. I mean, you can see he's far enough back here where his line can stay with Lee because the air is not affecting him so bad. But just as he creeps in, just start watching to see if Lee will start moving up the track as well. Because as he goes in to get the clean air, he's going to go a little higher, a little higher. We'll see if Matt's doing any rear view mirror driving or if he's just going to let MDW press the issue. But MDW is going to have to go a little bit right now because Matt Lee is tremendous at this track.
Yeah, I mean, really showing a lot of speed already at about a half a second. Wood trying to close the door, trying to use the draft to possibly suck right up to the back door of Matt Lee. Michael, how? I mean, we see it, a lot on these mile and a halves with this dirty air, so to speak. With the, dirty air pushes the truck up the hill and all that good stuff. How is that affecting Matthew David Wood at this time, trying to run down Matt Lee?
Well, the closer he gets, of course, for the fans out there, they probably know, but the closer he gets, the downforce on the front's going to be taken away because of the air thieving. And the closer he gets, the air will go over the truck instead of down on the truck. What that will cause is you'll lose a little bit, as you want to say overseas there, it's understeer, or it's going to get tight. The closer he gets, he's going to get tight. And that can lead to what we saw in Vegas, where you're tight, you put a little more wheel in it, and then when you get back to the gas, you snap loose. So he could feel some of those, but right now, if you're watching his hands on that wheel, that truck is balanced just about perfectly. It's almost no movement whatsoever. So that truck is doing great right now. But watch, folks, the closer he gets, he's going to have to alter his line to make the move.
Yeah, man, he's closing in on that 6 to 7 laps that I was talking about. He was going to be right up on his back door, so may end up making me look like a damn fool here this evening.
When he puts two hands in the
see
steering
some of this
wheel.
racing.
Yeah, if he starts to put two hands in the steering wheel, MW's becoming serious. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Yeah. Two hands will mean serious.
Good possibilities. You see right there, Mr. Sacco, Nick Sacco, trying to make a little bit of gain right here, trying to get up on Tristan Bruce. It kind of looks like, honestly, though, Michael, that they're all kind of everybody's just taking it easy. Nobody really taking it serious like we were talking about, just trying to get up on the wheel like MDW would. But it kind of looks like everybody's kind of calmed down for the most part and just trying to log some laps out of 150 lapper here tonight. It kind of seems like everybody's kind of calm. Maybe not back here with the Isaac Bevan situation with Joshua Rodriguez. They seem kind of slugging it out, but for the most part, it kind of looks like everybody maybe want to log some laps, see what happens here.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's that. You don't see a lot of 60-lap runs on a mile and a half in this league. I love that the admins did this. These guys are going to have to conserve tires. They're going to have to watch their fuel, the whole thing. I think it's a little bit right now of they know what they had in the first stage. They went pretty hard trying to get points. Right here, they're going to have to be in the right positions, the right pit positions. They're going to have to save some tire, and that's why you'll see, I think Nick Sacco will shine a lot in this race. He's going to stay up front all day. I think you'll see most of the guys that are there now be there because Sacco is just a tremendous long race runner. He's just tremendous at it.
There you saw Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog back there in that situation as well, tried to slide down here to the inside. He's got Cody Knott, who's up 6 spots, has just cracked the top 10, trying to get clear, not able to do it. Luke Smith to dive back down to the inside, close that hole off. Michael, I don't know. We talked a little bit about this a while ago. We talked a little bit about what happened to Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog this past Monday night. Obviously, it sent shockwaves through the North American Sim Racing Association community. Not sure if you caught what happened Monday night between him and Chris Blanchard. I'm sure. Okay, well, there was beef. There was a hell of a lot of beef. There was, it was, yeah. I mean, pretty much what happened. It was obviously there was some serious beef with Luke Smith and Chris Blanchard. They had a little short track incident. Smith kind of bumped Blanchard around a little bit, and then Blanchard just straight up annihilates him afterwards and takes him out of what possibly could have been making it to the championship round at Kansas this coming Monday night. What do you think about that whole deal? Even though you didn't see it, I might be asking a stupid question involving that you didn't see it, but what do you think about the whole deal?
Well, was it a Kansas Logano type of deal? Did he just straight up annihilate him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so my first reaction will be, what will the admins do with Blanchard toward the end of the session? I'm not sure. I have not been involved with it.
I think they already busted him. They busted him. They busted him big time penalties. I think he's got to pay Luke Smith's century fee this coming Monday night. He's not racing this Monday night, and I think he's out for the Clash as well. So they come down pretty heavy on him.
Okay, well, I don't mind that. I mean, if you're going to just flat smash somebody, you should probably get that.
He did release a statement to say he apologized, but still, your behaviors, have consequences, and that's what the league has to dish out.
Well, and that's a shame too, because he's been a sponsor of this for a long, long time.
But he's not above the law.
He understands.
He's not
That's
above
correct.
the law.
But hopefully he understands what happened, and I'm assuming there's not much we can do to help Luke get back into the championship. But
it's not just that too, gentlemen.
That's a shame.
He also damaged. I think it was Justin White. There was a few other drivers that were involved because, they had to take reactions as well too. And they're also, you got to. I think drivers forget that in the heat of the moment. They want to specifically try to damage one specific car of the beef that they have with. But those actions have consequences for the other drivers because other drivers were involved and got damage to their trucks and their cars. So thus they also were suffered in that one. And of course, I'm sure Blanchard didn't want that to happen, but unfortunately, when there's a wreck that happens, unfortunately there's other cars on the track and they're going to get involved. Simple as that. So it's just not the wisest thing to do. But once again, it's a heat of a moment thing, and once again, Blanchard did apologize about that.
Yeah, unfortunate kind of deal. Maybe we need to drop that.
Yeah, we could talk about that all day
drop
long.
the whole deal because we may, but we could talk about it all day long. We could sit here and mush over it, however you want to look at it. But one thing I will bring up again, though, Michael, I'll bring it up and then we'll drop it. This was a different series. This was a Monday night series. This was a whole different series than what you're racing on the Friday night series. Do you think that it will impact Luke Smith going forward here on the Friday night series, or do you just drop it, leave it alone, and just carry on and worry about what you got going on in front of you?
No, the problem is you have to drop it, right? You got to get your concentration where you want to be, and if that's a residual, you're not going to perform at the highest level you possibly can. So he'll have to let it go. Now, next time somebody crowds him, he may think twice about what the heck's going on. But right now, you got to let it go and you got to perform. And he absolutely is. He's inside the top 10, running 8th right now. He's right where he qualified. He's right up there behind Josh Rodriguez, and he's doing a good job right now. As we still got another, we got 22 laps left in the stage. We're going to start seeing pit stops probably coming, and I know these tires are probably getting a little angry on these guys. We see Merck had a huge run a while ago, so we'll see if he heated him up, which looks like he did, because I think he got a little piece of wall right there.
Yeah, and MDW has made me look like a damn fool. He really has. He has gotten nowhere close to what we were talking about. He's there. He has actually sniffed the back door. He is on the back door of Matt Lee and maybe trying to take a run, looking to the outside, which may be where he's going to go. He ain't able to make it there just yet, but it was a hell of a lot longer than 6 to 7 laps. But he is there, lap traffic not too far ahead of him. And ironically enough, I believe that's Brandon Broadfoot. He's up there, the one that they're fixing the lap, I believe, right here, guys. So Catchments Motorsports teammate to Matt Lee. I'm not sure how that's going to work out for him. Maybe try to put the block on him or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see what happens as they are catching some lap traffic. You got pit stops happening, and we got a battle for the lead. You're seeing it all live here on the National 360 Racing Network.
He's getting out of the way.
And you can see Brandon Broadfoot
he hasn't
really not handling very well, because my gosh, they had to run into the corner on him there. He's just running high, trying to conserve as much tire as possible right now, but you can just see, look at the speed difference as they go through the center. Not even close. I don't know if he has some sort of damage or if his tires have just said that's it, and the setup's just not working for him right now, because that is one ill-handling machine.
Very ill-handling machine. As you see, MTW is still trying to take a couple of shots. They already got around Brandon Broadfoot, put him one lap down. Next driver will be Matthew Montgomery. There is Devin Painter. Good God, almost 4 wide back there for a split second. And this is all going on right around that 10th spot to pay out the stage points. Remember, at the end of stages, we pay out the stage points and playoff points. Oh, good God. Who is that? Is that James Beard? I believe it was, making a little door banging back there behind him as well. James Beard trying to get back up here inside the top 10. He's fell back to the 14th spot. Started in the 10th spot, but everybody kind of starting to slide by. Michael, you were talking about the tires. I think the tires are officially gone because we talked about the fall off. Some of these drivers hitting 30.1s, 30.2s, 30-point flats. Everyone look at it. They even dropped 2 seconds as you see Nick Sacco take the move and run up to the 3rd spot. He got around Tristan Bruce. He'll bring Flanagan along. Mark trying to follow suit as well. Actually, that was Mark that got slid up the hill.
Yeah, he's under pressure from Kermit. Go ahead.
You could see a couple laps ago, Mark was starting to slide out. He's getting a little tight. And I told you guys, Nick Sacco is unbelievable on long runs on this stuff. He is tremendous at saving his equipment. He's drove up 11 spots all the way to the 3rd spot. And you see Flanagan right there. He's come up 13 spots. You're starting to see the people that take care of the equipment. And this is why I love that the admins made a longer stage out of this. This is what people really want to see. Comers and goers. Guys go like crazy. They burn their stuff up. They go straight to the back. So Sacco doing a tremendous job right now. You see Merck, he's starting to fall like a rock. That right front is killing him. And he's probably losing a little drive off of 3 and 4 as well.
Yeah, he is absolutely losing the drive. He is trying to make it, just try to get there. That's all you're trying to do. And remember, at the end of stage 2, we will have a caution at the end of stage 2. So that's what everybody probably is just trying to get to. Either that or we're going to hit some pit stops somehow, some way. Remember, we went, 35 laps before some of them was making pit stops, Michael. So that was what we were looking like in the first stage. I'm not 100% exactly what the fuel run could be, but just judging off of that. But you look right here, 33, 32, 33. Now we got one, Jeff Mark. He jumps down pit road. So, yeah, it could be right around this time, give or take 35, maybe 37. Mark going to pit a little bit early and try to get the jump, get the advantage right here with 15 laps to go in stage number 2.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to see. Because we got some of our friends in the chat group right here, and they seem like they may be Aussies, they may be some other people. But this is the undercut for those people that don't understand what's going on. My problem is I think Jeff waited too long for the undercut and lost too much time to the leaders to make the difference right here. But I was fairly sure no one can make it on fuel. So we should see everybody down and out before this stage is over.
Yeah, there you see the Bulldog Adam Newton taking his opportunity, jumping it on down pit road, going to get him 4 freshies and fill it up. Michael, would you put 4 tires on here? Would you save a set? Or would you just put enough gas just to make it all the way to the end of the stage? Or are you putting 4 freshies on and sending it right here? What do you think?
The only way I put 2 on here is if I'm going to come down at the end of the stage and put the other 2 on. That's the only possible way I'm going to do that right now. I mean, you could do that. You could take 2 now, try to save you a little track position, come back out. Maybe put some right sides here, but you have to come back down and put the left sides on. It's just, people don't understand this with ovals. We see the guys in the chat group here, I think they're road racers. The left rear tire is so important to drive off. You have to have it. You can put the right side on, it's going to make you steer better, but you're going to be loose as a goose. You got to have the left sides to get the drive off the corners. So 2 tires, I wouldn't do it. I'd just go ahead and take 4, flip the stage right here and come on down.
Like it may end up happening. A whole list of characters sliding down now. You got Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog sliding down. Data Shepard, Raul Meza, Dade Hagen. Tiny Horse Rod Johnson down pit road as well. He's been down for a little bit. It looks like he took 4 tires, at least what it looked like. Maybe we can see some of these drivers and see if they jack the right side up. You see Meza, look like he's going to go ahead and get him at least rights. And here comes Matt Lee. Matt Lee, defending series champion, here with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series from season 10. He's down pit road.
Shooting around
in the back.
That's not good.
Still on the racetrack. Maybe a caution may end up coming out. Not
sure,
but
don't move.
Wow. Good God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Lord.
Right in front of Cummings
as well. Montgomery? It's Cummings.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness sake.
And here comes
Well, here's the
MDW.
situation.
Oh, there's another spinner.
Oh my God! Somebody was pushing
Damn.
MDW. That's twice for Scruggs. So he's got
Yeah.
something going on with his brake. He's not moving his brake bias before he comes down pit road, and he's locking the rears up. That's probably what happened with Schumann. These guys will lower the brake bias as the run goes on to help the truck turn. And if they don't come back up on their pit stop, there it is. You get wheel lock in the back, and around they go as they downshift. You think you're good, but you're not. You got to move the bias up more to the front before you come down pit road. Look at Bruce with the run in the pits.
Contact!
My
Contact!
God, contact.
You got black flag. Bruce got a black flag right here
Yeah.
going into the pits. He locked it up. Busted right there for Tristan Bruce. Ain't got to worry about a whole lot, though, because, hell, I mean, he's locked in to the next round anyway, winning last week. So he ain't got to worry about a whole lot right there out of that, but certainly going to put him in a bad spot as well. Look like James Beard might have got a black flag going into the pits as well. He's damn near dirt tracks it going into the pit box. Very interesting right here to see Matthew Montgomery getting busted going into the pits as well. Wow. I mean, just black flag after black flag after black flag. Them pit road police have busted them here tonight, Michael.
Guess who's come out
Yes,
on top,
sir.
Michael?
This is the problem we're having here.
Nick
Well,
Sacco.
right now, Matt Lee is taking the lead back over
Oh,
somehow,
no.
but it did show Nick Sacco for a
Yeah,
second.
it did
but-
for a second. I don't know why. It's so MBW.
Okay, for Case Sully 50 in the chat, you're saying the left rear, it seems like that would have the least load. You're right. It will have the least load. But if you were to look at the setups on these trucks and on NASCAR vehicles, the left side tire will have, the right side might have, let's say 28 pounds in it. The left side is going to have 18 pounds in it. The drive off comes off the left rear, especially on short tracks. But as soon as that left rear starts to go, your drive off will go away. Just to answer your question, the setup is so different with air pressures, and that's what you get. But we've kind of cycled through. The main leaders are still there, except for Tristan.
We got a
He's
caution,
gonna have
Bob.
to probably do a
Caution.
pass through. Oh my God, that's going to catch a couple guys a lap down.
I think
Is
it was
or not?
James Beard. Yes, it was.
That's going to catch Devin Painter a lap down. It's going to catch Tristan Bruce a lap down. Cummings is going to be a lap down. Now they'll be able to take a wave round, but they'll have to start at the rear of the field. But this is going to be
This is
big
on
deal
exit,
here. Let's
guys.
see exactly what happened.
He's got to light it up, isn't he? Watch this.
See, I should have never talked about him earlier.
No, you didn't. Should never
should've
have. Look,
never-
there it is.
oh, goodness.
Oh.
Sure damn fault.
Oh, it's my
Yeah.
fault again.
Talk us through this, Mike. I mean, we'll go on board for a second, right? So we'll do the pit stop. Here we go. So listen to this.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see him get out of here. He's probably going to gas it up. And if he's just got an auto blip and not a clutch and he's shifting it, that means he's got some wheel spin right there. He probably just shifted it up and boom, there it went. I don't think it'll cause a ton of damage, but it will. Oh, there it is. Oh, Montgomery about got a little bit of that too. But this is going to get interesting because I don't know how many laps we got left for the stage. It's going to be a little bit of a shootout between these guys.
We
It
have.
should put, well, we got to choose, but we'll have to
About
see.
6 laps
No,
to
it's
go.
going to put Matthew on the outside. 6 laps to go.
Yeah.
Probably going to have a 3-lap shootout here.
That's right.
This might be interesting right here. Matt Lee up here with MDW, Matthew David Wood, depending on where Lee decides to start, if it's outside or if it's inside, where he's going to end up. Find out after this commercial break. See what happens. We're back, Texas, right after this.
Your Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good Lord. If y'all can hear some of the stuff we talk about when we're off there, it should be behind the mic. Dean, if I would ever start
Yeah.
back recording. But obviously, we actually what we were talking about is the reason why I haven't done a whole lot of behind the mic and a lot of
you got a little
door
one.
banging
Because you're
download
changing
podcasts.
diapers,
Yeah.
right? And that's what I was
Yeah.
asking. I was asking Jacob how many diapers has
No,
he
don't do
changed
it.
since he's had the little one, right? And he said a lot. And I said, well, your little one's going to be changing your diapers when you get old, Jacob. So I mean, it happens, right? It's the wheel of evolution that turns and turns and turns, my friend.
That's the crazy thing about it. Seriously, out of all that, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing, Dean. You talked about it. If we could side street here for a second, I know we're getting ready for about a 3-lap shootout to decide stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. But anyway, when you start out, you're in diapers.
Yeah.
You start out, you're in diapers. It's amazing because you don't think about this, and at least thank you. It's true.
And when you're in your diapers.
it's true. They know it. Yeah, but when you start out, you're in diapers. Then you go to whatever the hell you wear now, and then you flip around, and then bam, when you get old, you're in diapers then.
Again,
it's amazing. Like you start out, with formula, and then you go to baby food,
Well,
and then
it's
you go
like
to
your birthday,
applesauce.
your first birthday party, right? You don't remember anybody around you. All these strangers come in there and they're all looking at you going, hello, it's your birthday and you got to blow the candle out, of course. And when you're 100, it's the same situation again, isn't it? It's like, who are all these strangers in here? And then you got to blow out your candles again. And it's the same situation. You don't remember who all these people are. They make it all for you because you don't plan your 100th, you don't plan your first birthday party either. But what we can plan at the moment is a little bit of a shootout towards the end of stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Jacob!
Go, little shootout to the side of here, to go. Stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic is MDW going to get on a charge and get up 20 spots from where he started this race at to win stage 2 presented by the Glass Mechanic. He's got a big-time list of drivers behind him with the likes of Jeff Merck, Mr. Sacco, Nick Sacco, Luke Schmidt coming to flag up 3 spots. Adam Newton, the Bulldog, up here. Raul Mez up 11 spots, up to the 7th spot, with Bevan, Cherry, and Hagan, the top 10, rounding it out. And there you see Wood looking up on the outside. Mert down on the bottom side, going after his teammate, Matt Lee, door to door for the 2nd spot. It's Youngster versus Old School. Wood and Mert going for 2nd, with Lee trying to get away.
Yeah, 2 familiar names, isn't it, in the Nazra Esports Series at the moment. MDW and Jeff Merck. Raul Meza, where's he coming from? The Chico Californian man is just getting it done there, up 14 places as well too. MDW is really struggling here to get past Jeff Merck. And Matt Lee's loving this at the front at the moment there. 2 to go, Jacob.
Yeah, it might be by design what Merck's trying to do, maybe just trying to hold off MDW, Matthew David. What damn Raul Meza!
Wow, Raul! Oh, we got a wreck!
Flipping back in the back of Steve Hagen, hit the wall a ton, knocked it, literally, he hit it so hard he spilled his beer. Oh, wow, meatball flag for Dane Hagen. He went up in the air, head on to the outside rotated wall. Cody not involved. Caution's out. That should do it for stage number 2.
Yeah.
But good God almighty. Oh, wow, this is a hard impact that we're going to see right here. There's Nick Sacco. You see Hagen just hauling ass up the middle.
Oh!
Sacco might have come down, got him in the left or the right rear, rather. And Hagen up into the air, seeing the undercarriage on the 39. Wow, I don't know. Dean, I don't know if he got tight and slid up into him or what happened, but Hagen took a damn sand right there. Full court sand right here. Sends it in there. I just don't know if Sacco come down on him or if Hagen just slid up right across the nose. Yeah, it looked like Hagen just slides right up the hill. At least that's what it looks like to me.
And then he goes absolutely flying, my friend. There it is. You want to see a truck on its lid, on its side, on its lid, back on to its full freshies. Not really fresh anymore. And there it is. You got it pointing in the right direction, I'd say, at the end of it there, Jacob. But, wow. That caused a bit of a carnage late in our stage 2. A few more drivers involved in that one, but we'll go back to live pictures. And obviously, I think that's definitely going to be it there, Jacob, for the stage break. Matt Lee should have got it, right? If I'm not mistaken, comes down to pit road.
He did. He did. I believe Matt Lee did get the stage 1 win, or stage 1, stage 2. Yeah. He'll go ahead and get it done and get it over with. Jumping on down pit road, he will end up being stage 1, stage 2 winner, trying to go for the sweep here this evening. We'll see how that ends up working out for him. Everybody jumping it down pit road. Glass Mechanic stage 2 over with. And then we'll go all the way to 150 for 225 here tonight to decide it. We'll see how this ends up working out. Drivers working their way off of pit road. Matt Lee going to come out with a 3rd spot. Right there, everybody behind him. Dane, I am curious about this, okay? I'm curious because we're on lap 86. Yep. We ended at lap 85.
That's true.
Did Meza pass the line?
Yeah, let's have a look. So
I'm curious about this.
There's Matt Lee, of course, leading. This is going into before the caution was called. Let's have a look at Raul Mesa. He's got to 21, you can see. And Merck, I think he did. There's the accident behind. Caution will be called. Right. I think Raul Mesa gets that P2.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, though, Dean, is think about it like this. When they come around and Matt Lee went down pit road, Raul Mesa stayed out.
Yes, he did. Raul Mesa's in the lead of the race currently.
That was coming to 86. That was coming to 86.
Oh,
so did Mesa beat Lee to the line and get the stage points? That is the question that I'm curious about.
That's actually very good.
Miss gentlemen.
Yeah, race control is going to be confirmed a little bit in that one. We'll go back to live pictures. That's right. It's good. Well, Raul Mesa is in the essential lead of this race at the moment, but we'll double confirm whether or not Matt Lee did get the stage 2 victory as well as the stage 1 on a rampage here at the moment. But, we know Raul, he's got the big guns out there at the moment, the Fisher-Price steering wheel. Mike?
No, that's not no, I've said it before, Dave. That is not a Fisher-Price steering wheel. We've seen drivers like the great Timmy Hammond on the Monday Night Series. He has a Fisher-Price steering wheel. That one right there, Michael, help me out here. What kind of wheel is that right there? That's one of them damn Fanatics, isn't it?
It's a special.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm not real sure because I don't have a Fanatec. I got a T300.
I'm only saying that because Raul's guns are so big that it looks like any wheel in his hands are small. But it's obviously a very expensive and technical. I think it's a Fanatec. I think you're right on that one. I think
it doesn't have the Ferrari. Doesn't have the Ferrari horse on it, does it? As long as it don't have that, we're okay.
Oh, you can get whatever you want in a Fanatec customized. Anyway, we're going to go green, but I guarantee you that.
Yeah, here we go. Getting back at it. Getting ready for what obviously is the big stage right here to decide who's going to win it and who's going to lock himself in to the next round of the Concerns of Police Survivor Truck Series playoffs. Raul Mesa stayed out. Flanagan, I think he stayed out. Yes, he did as well. Here comes Matt Lee. He's going to send it. Take a shot. Outside, here comes one on the inside. Mesa leading him into 3, and everybody looking like, oh, good God, Mark almost got one in 3.
Yeah, Mesa's wanting that big arc right there, but MDW closed the door on the inside. Now it's going to see what everybody's got right here. We see Merck, Lee, all chasing MDW. Flanagan has been very strong tonight too. Watch him to be a sleeper in this. And I missed something because I'm not real sure. Did Sacco get wrecked or something?
I think Sacco was in the middle of that. Sacco was in a damn. There's a door bang for you right there with Merck and Meza, I believe it was. Or no, actually, that was Cherry and Meza. Merck and Cherry, their paint scheme's kind of similar. But yeah, Sacco was the one that was on the outside. That was when Dade Hagen done the wild flip that is obviously took him completely out of this race. He is done. He is D-O-N-E done for the evening. I believe that might have been when you stepped away, Michael. That was a hard impact. That was one of them that you would hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your ex-wives if they're sitting right beside of you. Yeah. That is a big one right there. That's a bad deal.
Yeah, that's not good. I was not able to see that. So let's see what MDW's got as a leader in the clean air if Matt Lee's going to allow it, because the clean air is king. We all know it. Big run to the inside by Lee here, but you see, This should give Wood a really good run down the back here. Let's see if it makes any difference. He does have a little bit of drafting help. Nobody pushing, but you can see it was about 2 truck lengths worth of drive off.
He's got 2 hands on the steering wheel.
I don't know if he can do the same here, but he's getting all serious. Look at that.
Mike, he's got 2 hands.
He's got both hands on the wheel, folks. Usually he just drives this one-handed. I mean, we've seen him drift the truck all the way around Lime Rock Park. So it's not a case of having any problem with car control. Big move by Lee right there in 1 and 2. That was fantastic. That's the line, that's your qualifying line almost, where you can almost straighten it out and hit the wall. That was a great move by Matt.
Damn, hell of a move, and here comes Wood down to the inside. Merck gonna follow him. Try to not necessarily help him, but just find the fastest line on the track and run it up right behind the youngster, MTW Matthew David Wood. And Mark gonna try to get him a twofer. He's gonna go after Lee, got around him. He's gonna dive it down to the inside. You see the eyes open it up a little bit wide. Is he gonna get clear? Yes, he will. Gets down, gonna put the block. New Wood for dive down to the inside. Wood jumps up top. They're gonna sliding each other. Wood gets slid up the hill from Jeff Burt. That may open the door for Matt Lee down to the inside.
Yeah, that's why he's an 8 or 9 time winner. He did not give. He got pushed up into the marbles. He kept it in the gas. We see Mert got so loose off of 2, he almost caused a lot of calamity.
Here comes Lee.
Oh, I think he's got the tires just a little hot really early right there. So Lee's going to take advantage of that as well. This little draft will help a bit, but not enough. Oh, and Matt's going to clear himself. Woo-wee, he's got a good spotter apparently.
If I was Matt Cherry, I'd just get out of the damn gas and I'd just let these old boys wreck each other. They are at the portion. They are fixing to wreck one another. They are literally fixing to wreck one another. All 3 of them, Matt B. Wood, Lee, and Jeff Merck. I mean, just all over the place. And Cherry tried to slide up here in the middle of it. Isaac Bevan and Joshua Rodriguez, they're 2 seconds back. You see them way the hell back there seeing all this go on. They don't want no piece of this, because odds are they get caught up in the damn wreck. You don't want that, especially with Isaac Bevan up to the 5th spot, up 19 spots from where it started. If he's able to somehow or another catch up to Cherry and them, he could tie what Wood's doing as far as the most positions gained here tonight. But front 4, they're gone. 2 seconds lead right now over the rest of the field. And Michael, you know as well as I do, the front 4 drivers, they're the class of the field just about every damn week with Wood, Lee, and Jeff Merck and Matt Cherry. They're the 4 horsemen, I guess you could say, here with the Friday Night Series.
Mike, a quick question to you.
Are.
Yes, the chat there. Why did Mazza stay out? Because he has been out for some time now. He gambled on that one before you answer the other question there, but he's dropping back to P11 at the moment.
Did he not come in early in the pit cycle before we had the caution where I had to step away right before the end of the
he's done 23
stage?
laps on those tires, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, he went in at 73s is when he went in.
Okay, so he did go in like 17 laps before the stage ended. So he probably felt like trying to get a little track position, maybe hope for an early caution. You know, he knows he's not the class of the field. I mean, he's trying to just get some track position. If I had to answer that question, that's exactly what I would say. He's hoping for a quick caution, then he could have came in, or maybe ran 5-10 laps, came in, got tires, had a little tire advantage. There's different ways to think about it, but we got a great battle for the lead right here with Lee and Wood.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, the other thing about that is possibly stayed out to get the stage win. You know, remember how that was, you know, when he pitted, I believe it was right there before the end of 85. Good God. My God.
Boy, did they close on Luke.
That hole closed up big time.
Luke Smith. Wow.
I
never thought anybody would overtaking Luke Smith at that speed. Doesn't happen too often.
Yeah, he must have got a little bit of that incident before, too. Something doesn't seem right, because he was running 6th or 7th right there toward the end of the stage. So maybe he got a little piece of that accident. But boy, did that close up in a hurry.
He saw
Michael, all hell ends up breaking loose when you leave, and then we don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You gotta stay right here.
Yeah,
what are you doing?
Anyway, he saw Wesley with Miss Piggy on the back of the truck on the Australian NASCAR series. He just got all scared and thought he got jealous. Actually, Miss Piggy was,
Merck making a power move coming back.
I still wished I could have seen that. I'm gonna have to see that. I'm about to look that one up.
Check out Jeff Burke at the moment there. MDW on the outside. Whoa. Keep an eye on Cherry in the
MDW
background,
was
gentlemen.
loose right there. Very, very loose right there. Wow. I'm with you, Jake.
The most
Maybe you just want to be
amazing
Cherry.
thing. Yeah, I think so. Honestly, stay out of this. Let them do their thing. Don't get up in the middle of it. But what amazes me, it really shouldn't amaze me, honestly, Michael, because like I talked about it, this is literally the 4 horsemen of the Friday night series. You could throw Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson up in the middle of that as well. One of the horsemen, I guess you could say, with this series. I mean, I'm not surprised that they're not wrecked. You know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I was going to say that I'm surprised that they haven't wrecked yet, but no, not really. When you got 4 of these drivers with the talent that these drivers have, I'm not surprised that we have not seen these old boys wreck and cause a caution. So, I mean, showing aggressiveness, showing respect at the same time. Got a little door banging, but it is what it is. When it's all said and done so far, Matt Lee is up at the front, but MDW not going to be denied, wanting to show that he is here to play and getting the points that he's getting, Michael. Coming out of this, he got stage points at all the stages so far. He's still in a very good spot to where he should be good to go to at least to make it to the next round, at least with the points that he has accumulated throughout so far.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. Let's remember one thing, fellas. Okay, so Daytona, Talladega, they're wild cards. You know what's a true wild card is next week. These guys want to get secured. They don't want to go to Martinsville and get caught up in any kind of incidents, and that's a place that can grab you so fast that it's really none of your doing, but you get a couple squirrels in the back or something, they lock the brakes up, and it can just kill your day. So these guys are going to do everything they can to get as many points as possible at this track. Plus, these are the funnest tracks that you can drive in the trucks. These slick 1.5 miles, these are just a blast. These guys are having a good time.
Yeah, well, actually, I would say, honestly, Martinsville could possibly be a wild card. I just know how Martinsville usually is. It's
that's what I'm saying.
Cluster. Well, it's a cluster. But in this round, so to speak, I can see what you're saying, that being a wild card of a race next week for Martinsville. I think the week after that could be the big wild, or could be a big wild card, obviously, with the Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know where the hell it's at. Where is it? Florida? St. Petersburg, Florida? I have no idea. I know it's a road course because it's Grand Prix. Dean, you probably have a better option out of that one right there of where, St. Petersburg. Yeah, apparently you don't either. So we're going to have to Google that damn thing before it's all said and done. I ain't got a clue.
Well, boys, it's just outside of Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, trust in Mike.
It's built halfway. Half of it is built on an airport runway. The other is on the streets of St. Petersburg. And there's some unbelievably tight corners. They will be pitting backwards. They'll be pitting to the right side.
Oh, right.
To the left. So it's a totally
St. Petersburg,
different
Florida,
situation
right?
for these guys.
Yes,
Florida.
Okay.
Just outside of Tampa, Florida.
Yes.
Out toward the Clearwater.
I've been there.
Giant bridge that goes
I've been there. Actually, thank you. Thank you for reminding me how old I am.
Now you're going to see.
Mike,
Now you're going to see you've been there.
I believe I think Pelot just got the win there like 2 weeks at the beginning of the IndyCar season. I think Pelot got the win. Scotty McLaughlin was running real well, but I think Pelot got the win
Mike
there.
remembers running moonshine back in the 1940s. Something like that, wasn't it? Mike, sorry, Mike.
The 40s?
Yeah. Mike's going to murder
Good
me.
Lord.
Sorry, Mike.
I will say I'm not in my 40s anymore, but I wasn't in those 40s either.
The 40s, really?
Mike, you got to rub the moonshine.
1840s. No, 1840s.
Mike, if you're on the Matt Lee right now, 04, and you've got 100 bottles of the best redneck announcing moonshine bottles in the back of that truck at the moment, don't you want to cross the line first and not let the likes of MBW and Matt Cherry catch you?
Well, I certainly do. That's going to have to make me do a lot of nose chopping and dust flying and a few rocks, which is where I grew up. So you can make fun of me a little bit. Everything where I grew up was gravel and mud and sand. So
Mike, we love you, mate.
That's how we all learn to drive, buddy.
Have you been to Australia? Michael, do you know how it is over there in Australia?
I have not, but I signed up for a work program before the Sydney Olympics when I was about 20.
Wow.
And then for some reason, I just didn't get picked. I was supposed to go over and do construction. I just never got to do it. I wanted to do it, but I was not able to do it.
I'll save a Vegemite
Alrighty.
sandwich for you there, Mike. Don't worry. You're good.
Vegemite, yes, sir. That's what I need, man. I need to get a Vegemite sandwich and find a funnel web and find a tie pan.
I'll find you
and
spiders,
everything
mate. Don't worry
else.
about that. They'll find you.
Hell with it.
It's the other way around.
Vegemite sandwich. Here we
But
go. Now
Mike,
I can kind
can
of see what's on a Vegemite sandwich.
MDW find a way around Matt Lee if he was a Vegemite sandwich. That's going to be the key this evening because he hasn't been able to do it yet.
Well, we have our friend in the chat here. He's asking, is wood saving fuel? I don't believe so. I think wood right now is trying to conserve a little tires. You can see him just a little higher in the corners. He's not pressing the issue. As we're talking about, this drive off of these corners is going to be huge later, and he knows it. So he's not trying to press the high side right now and warm the tires up too much. Still 39 to go. He just wants to stay in touch. You can see Matt much harder off the corner right now. I'd say Matthew David he's just saving and saving. He's waiting for the right time to pounce. Plus, we still have a pit stop yet to come.
Yeah, absolutely. Really doing what he got to do, try to make it happen. I will say this. I typed in Vegemite sandwich on Google. Just throwing this out there. The first thing that popped up, what the hell is a Vegemite? Dean, would you, I mean, I'm looking at what Google says, but what is a Vegemite? What the hell is it?
We don't know, Jacob. We honestly don't know. We think
You don't
it's...
know? I'll tell you.
No, I don't. Well, I don't think anybody in Australia even knows what the ingredients are of a Vegemite sandwich. It's like the bottom of beer barrels scraped up, fermentation of this and that. Who knows? At the end of the day.
That
But-
sounds great.
Yeah.
It is a brand. It is a brand. It is a brand of a thick, dark brown Australian food spread
Yeah.
made from leftover
Yes.
brewers'
Yes.
yeast
Yes. In the barrel.
extract
Bottom
with
of the barrels.
various vegetables, or with various vegetable and spice additives.
Yes, sir.
My God, it's the natural
So we
light.
don't
over
even
there is
know.
what it is.
We
From
still
the
don't
bottom
know.
of the barrel beer.
Yeah. It could be. Could be.
It's a natty light. That's what it is. Oh my God.
Keep an eye on Matt Cherry as well. He's starting to catch these guys in the number 45. We know Matt Cherry's very capable of getting the job done when he needs to. And he's got past Jeff Merck. It's about a second change down the road from him at the moment. He's keeping up to the old M&M show. That's not the M&M factory you're going to find, but that's the Matt Lee and MDW show. So, M&M. Matty and Matthew.
I'll just go ahead and say this: if it's gonna be a natty light, I'm out. I can't do it. I've drunk them. They suck. I'll just be honest with you. They do. I mean, but the picture actually looks kind of interesting right here. It's very interesting with a Vegemite. So if you get a chance after the race, obviously, make
Chicken
sure you go
salt.
check out what it is.
Chicken
sounds
salt.
like a
Looks like Matt Lee
PBR.
might pit.
Yeah, somebody's got a pit, right? You mentioned this, didn't you, Mike?
We're at it right here.
We've got to have a green
35
flag
to go.
pit stops.
Nope. He was just blocking. I thought he might go to pits, but he did not. Right now, you could push your luck right here. I think they can make it to the end here if somebody thinks it's going to go clean. They could
Ramos
try
is
and
in.
Undercut.
I think if MDW puts two hands on the steering wheel, which he might have, that means MDW might be going to the pit lane. There he could be pushing the pit lane button, the pit lane speed entry. It could be the indication here at the moment. We don't have a camera, unfortunately, from Matt Lee or Matt Cherry. Sometimes Matt Cherry, where's your camera, Matt Cherry? But
Hey, here's a beautiful thing on this team. These trucks do not have a pit speed button.
so
They
you
have
get to
to
slow down
gauge
yourself?
Yes.
That's you
Wow.
have to gauge your speed as you come in by RPM.
You make Formula 1 drivers look like amateurs because they have buttons.
No, these guys don't. And they have to keep their RPM constant as they come down the
Wow.
road there, whatever gear they decide.
There you go, Formula 1 drivers. Supposed to be the best in the world. You got it on NASCAR drivers, truck drivers.
I don't know. I'd say Kyle Larson could probably get on something.
No
with
power,
rails
are
like
there
the
power
cars.
steerings in
Probably
these
don't matter.
trucks?
Yes.
Okay, yes, okay. Well, that's it's tough to. I've never even driven an old car without power steering. It's not easy.
Once
Like-
guys are in the trucks, there is a brake bias adjustment, and that's about it. And a
Stop chewing
stick
your nails,
to
MDW.
shift for-
Yep, go ahead.
Just a 4-speed tranny and a brake bias. That's what we got, Dean. That's all we got. We got a digital dashboard that will tell us the RPM, so we try to hold it there as we come down the pit lane. Whoa, we're sliding up a little bit right there.
And Merc, yeah.
Yeah, Merck is really battling these tires. If it was him, I'd take a shot right now. I'd come down, I would take my freshies, and I'd go for it hard for the last 31.
Yeah, Jacob.
See if I could make something out of this.
Jacob's got freshies running down there in pit lane for him. Right, Jacob?
Yeah, we'll slide down there. We'll try to make it happen one way or another. Try to help them out. Best you can do. Do what you got to do to try to help them out anyway.
A bit of a concentration on Merck at the moment. He's under pressure not only from Rodriguez, but Adam Newton too.
Yeah, there's several guys back here that can. I mean, Newton could make these guys that are, let's say, 3 seconds behind right now. Every lap they're going right now, they're losing time. They need to get in, get their tires. I know they're waiting for a caution. I understand that, but if there is not one, they will not catch the leaders. They need to get down here, get their tires, because they are losing time every lap right now.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Here we go.
Yep, they're in.
Slide
MDW's in.
around.
Whoa, Cherry!
Cherry spins it going in. Oh, damn, right in front of Wood Driver.
Oh.
Look, it might have been Flanagan. Yes, it was. Flanagan.
Flanagan.
Montgomery going in. That is going to kill Matt Cherry's whole race right there, just locking it up, coming into the pits. Wow. Heartbreaker for Matt Cherry right there.
Yeah, that's going to just about ruin his day right there.
Matt Lee's got to come in. He's got to come in right now because he should have heard that there was commotion in the pit lane. Stop that truck in time. You take advantage of the situation. And looks like T. Bruce is in as well behind him.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Matt Lee had to counter right there because he knew if he stays out longer, then he starts losing time. So that's a smart thing to do. And as we said, he's watching his RPMs here. He's keeping his speed straight. And this is the most important thing. This can be a second difference. Hit the marks right, and your guys will be quicker. You can actually have slow pit stops on iRacing. If you're not lined up correctly, it will be slower. Bruce really coming in slow
Newton's
there. I don't know
in.
what's going on with
that. Newton's not in.
Bevan around, Newton around.
Bevan.
Somebody,
this pit road is chaotic.
We need a caution right now. I know it's going to completely screw this whole damn race up. Somebody go down there and get the damn banana peels, the baby powder, whatever it is going in pit road. We have got to get that up because it seems like even the best, we've seen it. We've seen it, Michael. The best here that this series has to offer. Matthew Cummins getting a black flag going in. That damn entrance to pit road sucks. Something is amiss. It was not prepped before the race started.
Yeah, Jacob
well,
dropped
as I
the
said before,
these
tires get worn, man, and you can move your brake bias 3 degrees up or 3 degrees down. And as the run goes on, these guys all move it down, which puts it to the back wheels. And if they forget to bring that back up when they enter pit road, they're just getting wheel hopping around they go. And we've now seen that 4 or 5 times. It's so many things you got to concentrate on. And
here comes Rodriguez.
Let's see if he makes it in.
Yeah, got to come in.
You see him lock it up. He was just able to hold on to it. Same thing, though. We're getting all the smoke off the back tires. They need to move that bias, and they're not being able to do it.
Guess who comes out first? MDW. He actually got the jump on Matt Lee. I think for sure.
See, MDW got over a second on Matt Lee right there out of the pits. A little better pit stop. Well, he did 1 lap earlier, folks. This is all it takes. 1 lap earlier equated to 1 second on the track. So now we're going to see what Matt Lee's really got, Jacob, because he's going to have to get after it with 25 to go.
Yeah, he's going to have to dig now, and I mean, all that ended up working out for him. So Wood now has got the lead, but we saw how fast Matt Lee was. Is he going to be able to run it down and get the win? Lock himself into the next round here with the concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series playoffs, riding on board with Matt Lee. Watch the gauge over there at the bottom of the left corner of the screen.
Full freshies.
Just a hair. Yeah. Just a hair over a second. And, I mean, that's what you got right there. Everybody coming down, got the 4 freshies. Remember, like y'all were talking about, Wood went down pit road, pitted early. He pitted 1 lap earlier than him. Meza pitted a little bit later than everybody else. He's up there in the 3rd spot. May end up paying out dividends for Meza and come out of this. He may end up getting a damn top 5 if everything works out the way that it possibly could for Raul Meza. Good good play right for Meza to pull this off.
I think it was great.
We had the guy
Mesa.
questioning earlier why he did it, and
Yeah.
now we're kind of seeing now, can he play defense against
But-
the guys on the brand new tires? That's what's
Yeah.
going to be the difference. They're
He's-
probably 10 lap difference. He's going to have a heck of a time trying to hold these
He's
fast
got
guys down.
Mercantile horse as well, too. That's going to be interesting.
Oh, Ryan Johnson coming forward.
Two drivers
So you see him.
you would like to take to a, buy him some drinks at a bar, but not right now here in this race, gentlemen. And it looks like we're going to be scooting on by there. Destro and Ryan Johnson get past Raul Massa. But Raul Massa, if I'll sit back there and go, you know what? We've seen it before. Jeff Beck's got into Ryan Johnson. Matt Lee could get into MDW. It could be all sorts of happening. If I was Raul Massa, I'd sit back in this P5. It's got a bit of a gap over Matt Cherry, so sit back, relax, and then get your popcorn and enjoy the show.
Yeah, he's trying to make it happen one way or another, just trying to do what he's got to do. But Meza, like they were talking about it up there in the live chat, save it on the tire bill. Well, I don't understand why the hell you would save on a tire bill out of this. I mean, you can't take the damn things home. Use them. But it may end up working out for him. Caution comes out. We'll see how it ends up working out, for Raul Meza, but still a hell of a hill to climb. Sitting in fifth. About
Yep.
2 seconds back is Matt Cherry. And Matt Cherry is the ultimate loser out of all of that right there, Michael, from what we saw. He is literally the ultimate loser because if you remember when he went down pit road, he screwed himself, locking it up, spinning it around, all that good stuff. By the way, we are at the Premier Racing Setups, 20 to go. So if you need a setup, go check them out. It is PremierRacingSetups.com. Obviously, enter the code of NASRA, N-A-S-R-A. You will get 15% off your tire order. 15% gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. And if you need setups that NASRA races, go check them out, PremierRacingSetups.com. D, we got to keep playing their ads because apparently we don't play them enough from what they told us here recently. But anyway, look at the hell going on back here with Montgomery and everybody back here. All these old boys a couple of laps down. Matt Cherry stuck in the middle of a hornet's nest with a bunch of them 1 lap down. Brandon Schumann right there in that mix as well. Dana Shepard not too far away from all that as well. Good little hornet's nest going on right here around the 6th spot.
Yeah, and Meza gave up about 2/10 that lap. If that continues on, this whole pack's going to be right up on him. But I commend him. And you're right there, T-Twerk21. He does not have a win in the league. But for him to play the points game right here, if he knows he's not the fastest truck, this is a good try. He might end up scraping a top 10 out of it. So I'm happy with what he's trying to do. But the problem is going to be these guys are coming. And also, Matt Lee just took a 150 thousandths out of Wood, a little over 10th and a half out of Matthew Wood's lead. So we might have to start kind of watching that a little bit. And we've got a great battle for 3rd and 4th here with Merck and Tiny Horse. This is going to be a really good battle. I don't think they can catch leaders, obviously, but without a caution. But this is all, every point matters as we're moving forward.
Yes, sir. Every point matters. Remember, think about it like this, Michael. I mean, I know you don't follow as much on the Monday night series, but think about it like this, and this is the message that I got out of this. The Monday night series, Jeffrey Johnson Jr. made it into the championship 8 by 1 point over Jonathan Cofield. That is for the Monday night series, and that 1 point could mean the difference of possibly Triple J end up winning the championship come Monday night. That's the only reason I bring that up, Michael, is just like you said, every point matters. Every single point. 1 point can decide whether or not you make it into the next round or you are on the outside looking in. And you don't want to be able to make it into the next or not make it into the next round and then absolutely have a hell of a round or championship race where you end up winning a bunch and you completely screwed yourself out of a chance of winning the championship. You don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation.
Well, that's absolutely right. I mean, every point is what it's all about. And I don't know right now if Wood is conserving tire or if Lee is that strong, but he has taken about a half a second out of the leader's lead right here in the last probably 4 laps. And you see the number just keeps coming down, 0.42, 0.45. I mean, 0.42. He is knocking on the door of Mr. Wood right now.
Knocking. You've got traffic too, gentlemen. That's the thing. There's a lot of traffic
on MDW's door. That's basically what he's singing right now.
Gotta get past
That's
his trucks. Gotta get past them.
Lap traffic right there in front of him. Here comes Matt Lee. He's got 13 laps on Friday the 13th to get around the 21. MDW Matthew David Wood could certainly make it happen, but he is going to have a little bit of a hill to climb. Like I said, 13 for Friday the 13th. Is Lee going to sweep it here in Texas? Coming on 4, coming this time, 12 to go, right in behind MDW Matthew David Wood.
Yeah, we got it down to 2/10 race speed right here. We're going to see if Matthew's been conserving or not. I mean, I wouldn't blame him, but look at the middle of the corner run. That's where the difference is right here. Even though, well, MDW has a good run off there, but he's losing a little bit in the center. I don't know if he's getting a little tight sensation or what's going on, but this is going to get real good here in a little bit. Let's see if he starts to stretch it, if he's been conservative enough, which he just did off of that corner, just a touch. So let's just see if MDW is playing a long game here.
See what he does right here is they come around, obviously, with 11 laps to go, and the clock, I mean, the times are just clicking off left and right here. I mean, literally just click it off right here, Michael, as fast as they're going. Time is going to run out eventually, and Lee's going to have to make a desperate move, take a shot, as you see Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog going yet another lap down to race leader, which is MDW at this moment. 10 to go. 10 to go right here for MDW Matthew David Wood. Lee has already closed it down. He is on his tailgate. But Michael, like we've talked about numerous times, catching him's one thing. He's going to get sideways off turn 2. All that gap that he had that closed in on him got loose off of turn 2. Bad spot for Lee. Now he's going to have to gang it all back. He's already back to half a second.
Yeah, he got in the wall hard right there. He got close enough where that air got taken off the front a little bit, and it pushed him up the hill. He thought he could hold on, could not. So he slapped it with the front, and then out of 4, he slapped the rear. And we're going to see if he got anything left. I'll be surprised after that move. But you can just see the arrow right there. He had got it down. The air come off with the front of the truck, and just up the hill he went.
Up the hill he went. Now we'll see if he's still got the strong truck. He's already got it down to about a quarter of a second. Lee might actually still be the damn best truck out there. He might still have the speed. He got back 0.3 of a second right there, so Lee might have actually been not necessarily burning it up and saving. He might just kind of been right there in the middle. There's your fastest 5 for the last lap. Matt Lee is the 4th fastest.
No MDW
there. The 3rd fastest. Rodriguez is the fastest one out of all of them. He is there, and he has got a shot right here, but it's like I said, catching him is one thing, passing him is another. Will he be able to make it work? Lap traffic still up here, may come into play. It's time 7 to go, coming in 1.
Yeah, you can see it. He's going to have to change his line just a little. He can hug it down here, but you see he changed his entry. He didn't go near as hard in the last couple times. We got the lap truck of Tristan Bruce here. He got the win last week. He's locked in, so no big deal. So let's see if Matt can hold it to the bottom here. He's got close enough. This air is going to mess with him again. And you'll see MDW pull away just by a couple hundredths right there. That's all it is. He's going to try to aero block him over and over. If he lets Lee to the outside, he might be in trouble, but he's going to protect. You see the big arc. He can bring it down, throw the air on the top. Lee's going to try it again on this top with the marbles. And I don't know how he smacked the ball right there, folks.
Yeah, they're pushing the envelope right here, Michael, which is what you got to do if you want to try to win here on the Friday Night Series with the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. 5 laps to go. Lee flirting with the outside wall off of 2 and off of 4, and right there on the tailgate of MDW, Matthew David Wood. He has got to find a way to get there. Either that or just worry him half to damn death and maybe get one to slip up. But it looks like Lee's doing more of the slipping up than Wood is right now. We saw Isaac Bevan off the track, and you know what really completely flipped this race all over the place? A damn caution right here at the end of it could really throw a huge wrench into this thing.
Yeah, that would mess up a great race we've been seeing right here. A lot of pit strategy. This is your normal NASA racing, folks. Last couple weeks been a little messy, but this is it. See, MDW driving a little deeper, which might help Lee because that'll pull a little gap. He's able to hold it down right there, get a little draft effect. This is the corner down here where I'm interested. If Lee can paint the bottom, he's not even going to try. He's going to go high, and MDW is going to, there you go, he's going to drift right up. Just got to get some air on that front end so he can't just turn and go beneath it right here. Quite a race we got with 3 to go at the line.
3 laps to go here tonight. Who's going to lock himself into the next round? Wood, Lee up here. They are the class of the field. Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson way back there in the third spot, about 5.5 seconds back. This is what everybody's trying to do. It's the top 2 drivers that haven't locked themselves in to the Elite 18. You got Lee. You got Wood. Wood leads. All 4 coming this time. 2 laps to go.
All right, Matt's going to have to change his line. He got right to him that time, and then he just wouldn't stick again. He's having trouble with that, with the front end sticking with this aerial package. He should arc it. There you go. He's going to bring it right down in front of him. About that time when it's time to gas up, he's going to take the air off the nose. But Matt did a real good job of feathering that time. A little better control. He should be able to run up on him here, but can he get this done? He's going to have 1 to go at the line. He's going to have to make a desperate throw it down Carl Edwards move here in a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to have to force send it one way or another. No caution is going to come out, and we are going to get the Darren's Detail and Shine. 1 to go here for this round into the second race in the playoffs. Lee finds home.
Whoa!
On the inside out of damn nowhere, we're going to have door banging coming off of 2. Lee,
Yes.
Wood, Lee put him up in the fence. Comes down, gets into lead, knocks him sideways. MDW, Matthew David Wood's going to come through 3 and 4, and he may end up getting the win out of all this after all hell just broke loose up in turn number 2. MDW, no, he may end up letting it go.
Tiny Horse, Tiny Horse. No, that's not. Never mind.
No.
He just let it go.
MDW gets it.
Oh, he let him have it. He let him have it.
He let him have it.
Let him have it.
Wow. Wood let him have it. Ow, wow.
That is something you don't see every day, folks. He could have locked himself right in there. I don't think he meant to hook him, of course, or he wouldn't have done that. He let him have it.
Damn. I mean,
oh, wow.
what would have been hell is if Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson would have slid up there and got the win out of that. That could have been crazy. Watch it again right here. Matt Lee just does the full bonsai move, sends it in here, gets himself there. You seeing all this on a Pultz Poppers instant replay. He slides up, gets up into the door of Wood.
He just drove him up the hill.
He drove him up the hill, puts him up into the wall, and then Wood comes down trying to get off the wall and ends up hooking him. Michael, you say what you want. You say what you want here, Michael. That's fair game. My opinion, that's fair game. Lee drove it in there, shoved him up the hill, and damn near put Wood up into the wall. Wood coming off the wall gets him in the right rear.
Actually.
Hell, I wouldn't have left it. I'd have took it and I'd have went with it.
I'd have went with it. I think that's fair. I mean, I think Matt Lee will tell you when we're in the interview here, he ran him up the hill. We know that. I think he took him farther than he wanted to because he put himself in danger, and you saw what happened. But, I mean, congrats to Matt Lee. He's a dominant truck most of the night. But I believe I would have went ahead and took that. That kind of, we know MDW's clean, so I would have took it.
I would have took it. I mean, that's fair game right there. That's what I would have done right there. Jimmy 3 times out there. This league is always a joke. Hey, look here, bud. Why don't you get your ass in here and see what you can do with these old boys? Don't come in here.
Get talking trash. Unless you can put your money where your mouth is.
Come in here and start all that trash. Don't come in here and start all that stuff. You want some? Come in here and see what you got against these old boys. I bet you your ass don't even run top 20.
No,
don't start that mess.
He wouldn't, mate.
Don't even start with that. But Matt Lee ends up getting the win here tonight. Dang, get this guy out of here. He don't need to be lighting up that damn live chat.
No, it's fine. He can speak his mind, but he can't put his money where his mouth is.
Speak his mind. Let him speak his mind. I'm telling you, I'm fixing to get fired.
It don't bother me, mate. I broadcast 3 races a day.
That's what he's going to do. I'm just saying.
I broadcast 3 races a day, right? And I don't worry about a little trouble like that. You want to see results? Look at Matt Lee, MDW, and Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
That's how you look at results, my friend.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was a fantastic race. And, but anyway, Matt Lee ends up getting the win out of it. 85 laps led, take it and run with it. 150 laps for the total race, obviously, right there about the 219. Take it and run with it. See what happens out of that. 13 green flag lead changes, 8 different drivers, 3 cautions for 9 total laps. And there you see it right there. Wood, the hard charger. Lee with the most laps led. Matt Lee, fastest lap. And Josh Rodriguez had the pole award. Matt Lee wins it with MDW Matthew David Wood, Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson. We'll talk to those 3 drivers here in just a little bit with Jeff Burke, Josh Rodriguez, Brandon Schumann, Dana Shepard, Ron Meza, Matt Sherry, Isaac Bevan, the top 10.
Yep, and 11th, we got Ed Osborne. 12th, Curtis Banks. 13th, David Flanagan. A little bad luck there. 14th, Cody Knott. 15th, Bulldog came in. Adam Newton. 16th, up 10 spots, Devin Painter. 17th, Tristan Bruce. 18th, we got Matthew Montgomery. 19th, Matthew Cummins. And 20th, Adam Lickby.
21st to be Brandon Broadfoot with Hunt Wigginton in 22nd. Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog gets 23rd. Nick Sacco, 24th. Dade Hagan, James Beard, 25th, 26th. With Tyler Daniels, Dustin Scruggs, Daniel Lawless, the 29 drivers that rolled with it here tonight for the Pultz Poppers 225. We're going to take a quick commercial break, round up this podium finishers, give you our final race analysis. Don't go anywhere. C.O.P.S Truck Series racing. We're back here in Texas right after this.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Starbase 1552 Comics. We sell everything a collector would want. Comics, Funkos, action figures, and so many more. A real American comic book shop. We are online only. Starbase 1552 Comics. Find us on eBay Auctions.
Back here in Texas, concerns of police survivors truck series. Pretty good one right here from the Pultz Poppers 225. And I'll say this, some of the beef that we're seeing out there in the live chat, some of you saying that you got to win in this league. Well, we don't know honestly who you are, and there might be a reason why you ain't in this league. You might have won one race, but there's a reason why you ain't been in here this whole time. Enjoying and racing with some of the best that Nazareth has to offer. Matt Lee getting the win here tonight. Matt, Controversial. Take it how you want. Hell of a finish. I mean, you get the win. You lock yourself in the next round. What's your take on it, buddy?
Yeah, I got under MDW there through World 1, going down into 1, and it stuck. Left him a lane, and he got the wall a little bit, and he come down the track, cut me. And I think he just gave it back coming through the tri-oval because, he didn't want it that way. I didn't want it that way, But heck of a race, man. That was a good time.
I'll ask you one more, and then Michael, you can, which I'm probably going to ask the same thing that Michael's thinking right here. But do you feel like all of that, you going in, you getting in the wood, setting him up the hill, but all that's racing and everything, and then wood coming down? Do you feel like that would have been justified, or because in my mind, I looked at all of it as just hard ass racing. That's the way I looked at it, was just hard racing between you and Wood. Would you felt like that if he'd have got into you and still won the race, do you felt like it'd have been justified?
Yeah. I mean, it was racing at that point. I mean, I gave him a lane. He got the wall. He come down the track a little bit. I mean, mess around, find out, right? Tight racing. Crap happens. Last lap, lock ourselves in, and we were all kind of throwing it at each other there.
Yeah, it was really good stuff right there, Matt. Really, really good racing. I bet when I ask MDW this, he'll tell me. I think he picked the wrong lane. He let you get the bottom. He knew he kind of made a mistake there. I see you guys run each other. You ran him up the track a little bit. He had a bit of a lane, but I don't think it was intentional. I don't think you think it's intentional. I think he got the wall, and just coming off the wall, he got you, right? I mean, we're seeing it in slow-mo right here.
100%.
I think he'll tell us that.
No beef there. It's just racing.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was great. So.
Yep. And class act by him by giving it back like that. I know I wouldn't want to win one like that either. So, all the props to him.
Run it back. That's what I say. Run it back. Let's try it one more time. Let's see what happens. Hell, why not? See what happens. Give them one lap. Put them in the same spot and see what would happen if they didn't door bang. I would have loved to see how it ended. But, it ended the way that it did. Matt Lee, you lock yourself into the Elite 18. Congratulations on the way there tonight, Texas. You got any sponsors, any shout-outs that you want to thank?
You guys doing the broadcast as always. Teammates, Tristan, Merck. And Broadfoot, doing what we can to get ourselves locked in here, and about it, bud.
Make it run with it. Matt Lee ends up getting the win here tonight. Congratulations on the win, Matt. Appreciate your time. We'll see you at the Paperclip in Martinsville next week.
Appreciate it, guys.
That was Matt Lee ends up getting the win, and go to second place finisher, which is MDW. And Matt, buddy, we're seeing a lot out there on the live chat. Some are wanting to see the roof cam of the 21, this, that. Look, we can show the cameras all day long. We can show, D, go ahead. You know what? I don't even know if you can do it in this shape, fashion, or form, but at this point, seeing some of the stuff that we're seeing, I'm starting to get beef with the live chat, but we got the man right here. We got the man right here. We got MDW Matthew David Wood. You finished second. Tell us your take on how it all went down right there on that last lap and coming home with P2. Tell everybody out there on the live chat so we can squash the beef right now.
I'll show the roof cam.
Got to turn your mic on,
MD.
Yeah, turn your mic on, low MDW.
Yeah, we got.
Well, that would help.
You on cam,
I
MD.
think. Yeah, that would help. I don't. I lost my voice box there for a second. I had to turn it back on. But
talk us through this, MD. Yeah.
I was kind of frustrated with the way that the blocking was happening earlier, and going up the track, shoving up the track, putting me on the apron. So I pitted early. I pitted one lap earlier. I knew that was going to be probably my best bet to pass him. I did feel used up a little bit there before the pit stop, but I just could not get the thing to the bottom. I was trying to get it to the bottom on the last lap to aero block him, but I couldn't. Those last 3 laps, it went away. The right front went away so bad. The only reason that I kept the lead was because I was aero blocking him. But I think I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, the second hit I think was definitely netcode, and I think,
Oh.
you know,
You hit the wall
if
first. Right?
iRacing,
You got squeezed. actually.
yeah, I hit the wall first, but with him hitting me into the wall, the reason I hit the wall I think was because of netcode. If this wasn't iRacing, we would have just rubbed doors. I would have hit the wall. He would have hit me. I would have hit him. We would be in 3 and 4 side by side of the line. So, you know, I was coming off the wall. I was focused on him, and then I slammed on the brakes because I right hooked him. I straight up right hooked him, and I hit the brakes. I immediately knew it was what I did was wrong, and I didn't care if Ryan did pass me. I wasn't going to win the race, and if I wasn't going to get on the podium because of it, I wasn't going to get on the podium. But I was used up. At the time, I was angry, but I was wanting to come down and door him and kind of slow his momentum so I could get to his right rear in 3 and 4 and pull him back, because that seemed like the best move to do was to get to someone's right rear in 3 and 4, because then you could kind of get the run on the outside, and then we would door bank him to the line. But I was in my head in the moment, came down, hooked him in the right rear instead of hitting him on the wheel. Well, wow, I lost my English privileges. But yeah, I wasn't going to take it like that. I didn't want to take it like that against Ryan at Dover. I didn't want to take it like that against Holden when I made contact with Holden all those seasons ago. So I'm still not going to take it like that, and I won't take it like that. And we're going to go to Martinsville next week, which is one of my best tracks, and we'll go on and hopefully get a win there.
Well, and there you go, chat. Well, I wasn't going to bring up the hard question, but we see that emotions run high even with anybody in here. This is one guy I didn't think we had a lot of emotions in it, but he did. So, like you said, Matthew, I mean, you kind of wrapped up everything I was going to ask, was whether we saw the previous 8-9 laps, you were able to take a large arc, get an aero block, but finally the tightness just got you, little marbles. And then once the door was open, you can't blame Matt really for taking the door.
No, I can't. And again, I feel like if I was just smarter and would have taken it less, because the first laps that I ran on this track since we last raced here months and months ago were literally the pace laps. So I was struggling just finding a groove in 1 and 2 to where I could actually run good pace. I'm just very, very thankful he saved it. I was able to come to the line. Had a lot of great racing. I passed in the grass once or twice. Had a lot of fun, and I came through the field. I definitely think Matt had the fastest truck, but we were having great racing. But I'm glad he got the win. It'll be a fun race next week again. Thank God that he gave me the opportunity to do this. And again, I'm glad he won it because he deserved it. The only reason was because I pitted earlier than him, and that's just racing.
Go ahead, Jake.
All righty. Well, MDW Matthew David Wood, who apparently some out in the live chat think that he's my favorite driver, I guess, in the whole league. But anyway, he ends up getting the P2 here tonight. MDW, buddy, congratulations on the win. Appreciate your time. You got any other sponsors or any other shout-outs that you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank Outlier. We make the best open setups on iRacing. Have a great group of guys that I help do it. And thank the Lord for what he's done for me, sending Jesus Christ down for all of us. And we'll go on again to next week. Thank you, guys. Thank everybody for supporting the chat. One guy apparently, I don't think likes me too much, but that's fine. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their opinions, and I agree with that. So,
That's what I said.
It's all right. I try to be the best for everybody, and I think that was the best move for me tonight. And I'm happy with the way things ended tonight, despite me not getting the win.
MDW Matthew David Wood going to Martinsville next week with a hell of a point lead. Should be pretty much a lock going into the Elite 18. Matt, buddy, congratulations on second. Appreciate your time. We'll see you then.
Hey, God bless. Thank you.
MDW Matthew David Wood getting the P2 here tonight. Now we'll go to probably I guess you could say maybe the calmest driver at all left that had not a damn thing to do with any of it, which was Tiny Horse Ride Johnson. He's probably just hoping like hell they door bang one more time coming off forward when they got close. Maybe he could have shot right up through there and stole it. But Ryan, buddy, I mean, getting a P3 here tonight up 19 spots. You actually started right beside MDW on row 11. Both of you, the biggest movers in the field, up 19 spots. Tell us about your race, buddy. Congratulations.
Where the hell do I start?
Go for it.
Yeah, me and MDW lined up side by side, but we even had EOLs to start, so I think we were even farther back than that. And then, dude, the first stage, the tires started wearing. I'm like, all right, cool. I started making up a ton of positions. I think I got up to first of all, as I was making my way through the field, I clobbered the wall, gave myself wheel damage, no meatball, so I kept going. And I was still passing people. I'm like, this is awesome. This means I can save my tires tonight. We should be fast, whatever. Well, we ended up not getting any stage points through stages 1 and 2, and I think we were involved in a wreck. Had more damage, had like 3.5 minutes, ended up getting like all but 30 seconds fixed. And I don't know where the hell the cautions were that we normally got, because I could have used them tonight. But that was, still a lot of fun. It was insane. I rode around for like all of stage 2, almost a lap down. We had an extra set of tires, so I kind of screwed up there. But, man, I'm so happy to get third, even though we didn't get no stage points tonight. And, yeah, one more big screw up or door bang or something from them guys, I think it would have been a crazy win. I don't know if I could say I deserved it or not, because I wish I could have seen how I stacked up. I think we were pretty good, especially on the long runs, but man, I'll take it. It was a crazy race, even though y'all probably didn't see me at all.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say, Ryan. It's a quiet third tonight, which is great. I know last time I got to talk with you, second place at Vegas, kind of upset about it. But tonight it sounds like you really kind of enjoyed yourself, other than we got some clean racing. And then, it was a fast-paced race. We seen guys spinning all over the pit box and everywhere else. So you summed up about everything I had to say. You seem like you're in much better spirits, or your points are good. How do you feel about going into Martinsville as a little bit of a wild card next week?
I am worried as hell about Martinsville, but oh yeah, you brought up spinning pits. Under green on my own, coming up pit road during, I think that was stage 2, and that's why I ended up so far back. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to Martinsville. It's a good thing I don't have an EOL next week, and I'm going to have to practice qualifying, because there's no way that I'm going to have any chance with starting in the back if that's where I am next week. So I got to start up front.
Yeah, let's see if I can give you a little advice there on qualifying. To try to run the low lane, man. That's all I can give you, Martinsville. Try to stay low and come off high.
No, hell no. Run the Ross Chastain line. Run it up against the wall. You'll be all right. Do that one. It should work. Hell, it worked out for him. It should work out for you.
Turn right. Turn right. That's the best way to go.
Yeah, turn right. That's even better. Yeah, that's a better idea. Do that. Turn right. See what happens.
Are y'all going to compensate me if I try this?
I will, Ryan. I will. I'm going to sponsor you, Ryan. So we got you, mate. You're good.
Hell yeah.
You're going to win the championship. Done.
Oh, baby. Ryan. Go ahead, Ryan.
You're good. You're good. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, buddy, congratulations on the P3 here tonight. You got any sponsors, any shout-outs that you want to thank?
Yeah, I just got to thank Brady, Cody, everybody at NAS for putting this on. You guys have been the booth for broadcasting. Josh Suss and my Blue Lights teammates, Luke, Adam, they were here tonight. They unfortunately had really bad races, too. They were running well. And our Blue Light sponsors, Merce Magical Creations, Concerns of Police Survivors, Starbase 1552 Comics, and Florida Cabinet Distributors. Everybody tuning in and watching, and everyone for a really overall clean race tonight. That was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah, it was a fun blast. It was a fun one to call it here tonight with Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson coming over with the P3. Ryan, buddy, appreciate your time, and get ready for Martinsville. I think it's going to be a hell of a show, buddy. We'll see you then.
Absolutely. Thank you.
That was Tiny Horse Ryan Johnson out there. I know some of you out there in the live chat, y'all are like, Tiny Horse. The word, it ain't something we made up. It ain't some kind of weird-ass joke or nothing. I'm serious. It's Tiny Horse. It is what it is. Michael, buddy, always a pleasure calling with you. here tonight, here at Texas on the Friday Night Series. Another week down, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here for round 1. And then at Martinsville next week, buddy, your final take.
Yeah, my final take was it was some great racing. We saw a lot of action early in the runs, and then as we expected, you get the comers and goers at this track with the 2 separate corners, the tire wear, slick. It was a fun call, Jake, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
Yeah, always a pleasure here on the Friday Nights. Dean, buddy, I always let you get the final say as well. Dean, you produced it. Hell of a job as always, buddy. Best damn producer. And I'm not overshadowing that. I'm not overstating it. I really made it, buddy. Your take here tonight.
Oh, Jacob, I love you. Jacob, are you subscribed?
Oh,
are you subscribed,
yes.
Jacob? Did you hit the like button tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that didn't sound too confident. You went,
I did.
All right, okay, all right. Yeah, well, hats off to MDW, actually. A little bit of a tuffle towards the end of the race there, and you don't see that very often, gentlemen. You do not see that very often, where a driver will basically say, all right, we got into each other on the final lap of the race, and basically lift, and to tell a driver to lift is one big thing as well. And he lifted to allow Matt Lee to win the race as well too, which clearly won the first stage break and the second stage break as well too. Great fight towards the end. Great sportsmanship towards the end. And guess what? This is not the race that's going to define the ultimate championship battle. But I tell you what, these two drivers, when it comes down to the Matt and Matt show, towards the end of the last race and the last lap of the championship, I don't think there's going to be sportsmanship applied on that one there, gentlemen. But we're going to get there first.
No. Yeah, we got to get there first, all the way down to the nitty-gritty of it. It will be a blast once we get down to the championship race. And who knows, either one of those drivers might not even be there. Believe it or not, they might not even be in the championship race when we get to Auto Club. Odds are probably, but who knows? We'll see what happens when they get to championship 6. And we'll see how it all shakes out. You can go ahead and slide Matt Lee from the left, slide him over to the Elite 8. He will be in there, and obviously what you see as far as the points goes on that left side, it will all shake up. There'll be different different people in different places all the way around 9 ways to Sunday. And, good stuff. We'll see how it turns out when we get the paperclip next week. Folks, that is going to do it. Obviously, for this broadcast here on the National 360 Racing Network, got to thank all of the great sponsors. Obviously, 49 North Collision, A's Lawn Landscape, Immerse Magical Creations, Premier Racing Setups, Pultz Bumpers for the title sponsorship of the race here tonight, DSR Electric, Florida Cabinet Distributors, and obviously can't forget about COPS, Concerns of Police Survivors, for what they do for this great league. I mean, you name it. Starbase 1552 Comics, Darren's Detail and Shine. Hell, I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. I could sit here and talk about it all day long, but I ain't got that kind of time. I got to get my tail into bed. I got a long day tomorrow anyway, but shout out to the drivers putting on a fantastic show, and the fans, even though sometimes y'all push us to our limits sometimes up here in the broadcast booth, y'all come out in big numbers supporting this great league. And always a pleasure entertaining y'all, talking to y'all, and having beef with y'all sometimes. Brady, Cody, TJ, all the admins allow us to come in here, be ourselves, entertain you, the fans, call some of the greatest racing on the planet, which is the North American Sim Racing Association. For the best damn producer of the business, it's Greg and Dean Hobson Bengals. For Eminem, Michael McKinnon, I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. That as always say, be safe, be kind, be fast. Matt Lee gets it done here tonight, locked himself in. How's it going to turn out? We go short track racing. Will there be beef next week at Martinsville? Got to tune in and find out next Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live and only on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. I'm going to get me a hot dog and a beer when I get there. We'll see you there.